as you may or may not know, a couple of weeks ago or a few weeks ago, Gavin McGinnis of Censored.tv purchased or merged with Compound Media.
See, I heard it was a merger, and now I'm thinking it's more like the Sirius XM thing. It's a hostile takeover.
They call it a merger.
It's a hostile takeover.
What it is a Gavin McGinnis of Compound Media.
Yes.
And by the way,
Compound Media doesn't exist.
And when a company takes something over, they have the right to do. Gavin is not a bad guy.
No.
Gavin runs, business.
But they didn't merge.
It wasn't a merger. It was a hostile takeover. Yes. Burn your studio to the ground. Your staff. And the two people we are taking outside of Anthony, it sounded like, Gino and Chrissy are coming with to Censored. Right, now that's looking like it might not be that much of a cut and dry guarantee.
Yeah.
Chrissy is off on YouTube doing the wet spot right now. Yep. She's not doing it on Censored.tv or Compound Media. Mm-hmm. Gino Bisconti did In Hot Water on YouTube today. Did not do it on Compound Media or Censored.tv, so that leads me to believe there's no deal. And this is not my story to tell, so I'm not going to tell the story. But I'll just lay out the facts. Mm-hmm. The facts are Compound Media has been usurped by Censored.tv. Yeah. All of the booth guys are gone. All of the background staff are gone because Gavin didn't need them. Now, here's how it was portrayed by Gavin. And by the way, somebody is doing this, and I did hear from a certain person before the show, and they are looking at all their options on people doing this. Somebody is making fake accounts of a certain person and making false claims about them.
Accusations, yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. I mean, this is not the first negative, false accusation about me in the last couple of weeks, but I'm getting kind of used to it. You know me. I'm just grabbing headbutting them. Headbutting them. Come here, bitch. Bam. Here's what we got to talk about on the show. Gavin has taken over Compound.
Yes, taken.
And he has canned everybody.
And he didn't can any of his own guys in this merger. He
doesn't have
Compound.
Well, no, he doesn't have any. He has one studio engineer guy.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Who I've heard him shit talk relentlessly, so...
Ryan Katsu Rivera?
Yeah.
Well, Gavin's like me. He's abusive to his
bit?
Staff. Yeah, he's just, throws them through walls and shit, the whole deal, me.
Yes.
So, Gino and Chrissy were supposedly part of this Compound Censored merger. Mm-hmm. Well, then Gavin started saying some weird shit last week. There's clips of Gavin going, they can do the show in our studio, but I don't allow guests. Well, the wet spot, that's all it is. It's
based on guests,
Yeah. In Hot Water, they got guests every day. Yeah. So then he says, and maybe we can do a promo code deal. Mm-hmm. It's like, uh-oh. Can I tell you something as a podcaster? You don't want a promo code deal.
Yeah, I figured.
Not only is the salary always going to be more than the promo code. You're always going to get paid more via salary than you are promo code. Uh-huh. But also, there are ways to you on a promo code.
Yeah?
If a word is spelled the wrong way, if there's a space in there and there's not supposed to be, there's ways to get on promo codes.
Gotcha.
Working for promo codes is like going on YouTube and like us rattling the can, hitting the goal. Yep. That's what a promo code is. So Gavin starts, I feel like Gavin almost starts hemming and hawing on the, Gino and Chrissy thing. He's like, we can talk to him, we can do this. And then we played that clip of Gino and Drew today, where they were like, well, Gavin will do the right thing. Why wouldn't he do the right thing? And then Drew's like, why wouldn't he do the right thing? And I understand Drew's pissed. He got fucking let go by Gavin. Yeah. Compound could not have been making money.
No.
That studio,
they were
all
like
the staff.
Wash.
Anthony was running a charity. Anthony was running a charity.
Yeah.
He was keeping people employed. And God bless him for that. That's very admirable of him. But eventually he went to luckily he's got his buddy Gav. He's like, Gav, I got a shitload of subscriber money coming in. Do you want it? Yep. And Gav's like, yeah, if I can gut your staff and burn down that studio and get rid of all that shit, I'll take all that money. So Gav's going to take the money. Well, now I think, now I know my buddy Gino has got to figure out what the is going on with this censored thing. I don't have, and people have asked me, and I don't say a word.
Yeah.
I don't have any insider knowledge of what's going on. I know that my friend is going through a merger right now, and if you've ever worked in a business that's going through a merger, the best thing you can do to your friend who's going through it is not talk to him about it. Because you know what he probably doesn't want to talk to his friends about right now? The merger in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Probably doesn't want to
Especially
discuss
someone
it.
like you who is really known for not keeping secrets.
I would keep those secrets, but yeah, I get it, especially someone who hosts a show.
But you would drop hints. You have dropped hints on things. You have.
You know me too well.
You have.
You know me too well. As I listen to all this Gav and Gino and Anthony and Chrissy shit, as I listen to it go down, I am realizing this is way more complicated than they ever made it sound when this merger went
dude,
through.
this is not an easy thing. Gavin was, I think, open to Gino and
Chrissy
coming on.
But I think Gino,
no game plan, no nothing. They had no idea what the they were in for with negotiation.
What Gavin makes it sound like is that I get the impression in listening to the two, and this is only what I'm getting from listening to their shows. Gino, Chrissy, and Gavin are maybe a little bit of a ways away from what they all believe the worth is of those programs.
Yeah.
Gavin is a hard-nosed businessman who doesn't have a heart and feelings like Anthony did. Anthony would give people good jobs, good salaries, everything else. Gavin deals in dollars and cents.
Yep.
That's what Gavin deals in. And Gavin probably, I don't know Gavin at all, but Gavin probably sees Gino and Chrissy and goes, you two have no leverage over me. If you want to do a show at Compound, you have to go through me. There's no Anthony to go to and to go get a better deal and go to another streaming thing. Gas Digital isn't hiring.
Yep.
You know, and if they are, it's probably promo code type of shit. So you will deal with me. Now, if Gavin's goal, and this is what I got from him when he was talking about it on his show.
Okay.
If Gavin's stated goal is take in as much Compound Media subscriber money as you can while paying out as little to Compound people as possible, which is what he's doing, then I wouldn't doubt if there wasn't a scenario where Gavin thought to himself, and I'm not saying he's right. I want to see my friends get good deals over there.
Yeah.
I want Gino and Chrissy to get the best deal possible.
Yeah.
I don't think Gavin McGinnis wants to offer them the best deal possible.
No.
And there is no bad guy in that situation. That's business.
Yep.
And, you know, everyone who worked for him said it was great working for Anthony. It was a dream job working for Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was. And you're going to find out now how the other half lives, because I'm sure Ryan Katsu-Rivera ain't getting rich running the board for Gavin McGinnis. So, again, I hope they all come to a deal. I find this whole thing kind of uncomfortable, to be honest, because I see the Monday where In Hot Water and the should have been starting on Compound Censored.
Yep.
And I see them both doing it on YouTube. And I go, oh, I want them to have a job at the new company. And I'm also looking at it going, I don't know if Gavin McGinnis is going to be happy that you're doing these shows on YouTube. He might, like, what if Gavin has a reaction of, well, you guys, and go do them on YouTube? Like, I don't want that to be the case.
Well, could that Gavin though? If he wants to bring in, like, if you only have Anthony, yeah, you got Anthony. I get it, but you have nothing else from Compound Media. If you let those two shows go, what the else do you have that was Compound?
Let me play devil's advocate. Oh, okay. Let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
What percentage of those Compound subscribers are there for Anthony Cumia? Because if I'm Gavin right now, I'm rolling the dice on saying, if I don't bring in anybody but Anthony, can I keep 90% of my Compound subscribers?
I get that.
If you're Gavin and you're like, yeah, let's just make up a number. Let's say $1 million comes in a year. It's probably more than that. But let's say $1 million comes in a year.
Yep.
I lose 100,000. But I cut all of these jobs and it's just me and Anthony. It's a win.
Yeah.
If I'm Gavin McGinnis. If you're me, I want to see my friends have fucking jobs. It is a good show, but, you know, unfortunately, and this is it's radio, it's broadcasting in general. This is where a little broadcasting knowledge goes a long way. there's a difference between a show being very good
Yeah.
and a show drawing an audience.
Yeah.
A lot of times
get
the
that.
best shows don't draw the big money, the big numbers, the big audience. They may do a great show,